Residents of one Flint neighborhood are frustrated with the Michigan Department of Transportation. They say its upcoming plan for I-475 doesn't do enough to fix the issues it's caused their neighborhood. Since its implementation in the 60s and 70s, historians and political scientists say the freeway, like many others, destroyed black communities and literally divided the city. Our Ken Davis joins us now to break it all down. Ken?
The Central Park neighborhood was among those consulted by MDOT during a planning study a few years back, and their vice president says they feel insulted that nothing made it through to the final plan.
Nick Custer has lived in the Central Park neighborhood for 35 years, and he says I-475, which passes right along the edge, causes problems for safety and quality of life.
We have issues with drag racing, with the sounds of cars coming out. We asked for a light at 3rd and Chavez to avoid some of the traffic issues that are consistently occurring. We've had neighbors that were run over by cars.
So he says his community was excited in 2021 and 22 when MDOT reached out for ideas on its rebuild of 475. But when the results came out last fall, the preface said financial constraints would make implementing the most popular idea, called the narrow footprint, a challenge.
Instead of having these more rural kind of graded walls, it would have sharp walls. That would narrow the expressway but also shoot sound directly up to help with some of this noise pollution issue.
Custer calls it disappointing given he and others saw the rebuild as an opportunity to help reconnect their neighborhood. Political scientist Paul Rizicki has written on the impact of 475's construction.
Yeah, there was a feeling that in particular they were cut off from the downtown.
He tells us 2 majority black neighborhoods were destroyed, with several others losing a few blocks.
When expressways went through cities, very often they went through African American neighborhoods.
MDOT did provide us with a statement saying, in part, we still have an opportunity to support pedestrian and multimodal transportation. There is potential to transition existing structures to pedestrian crossings. But for Custer and others, MDOT's decision still stings in light of other freeway changes in Michigan.
Lansing, Metro Detroit, and now Detroit with the removal of I-375, costing more than $300 million. But Flint, as always, is losing their stake in this state.
According to the MDOT website, the big 475 project is set to begin this spring. In the studio, Kent Davis, ABC 12 News.